first misinterpreted song for today is John Lennon's Imagine. That's right, you probably have the wrong impression about one of the best known songs ever. This is that anthem of love and peace and togetherness. Peace, man. Anyway, it's one of the coolest and best lyrics ever written, but most people have the wrong impression about this one. Written in 1971, this is one of the many John Lennon lyrics that he actually was being a bit of a smartass on. It's a very subversive thing, as he himself said that the lyrics here are, quote, virtually the communist manifesto. He did go on to qualify that he doesn't necessarily believe in those values, but this is definitely about a communist idealistic world. No government, no religion, no taxes, nothing like that. Everybody is pretty much the same and working together. Lennon also famously told Paul McCartney that he basically saw this as working class hero with a bit of sugar on it. His aim was really to describe that world where everybody's uniform, because out of that you do kind of get that world peace because everybody's kind of the same. He said that he finally figured out that the way to get across a political message was to soak it in honey, and that's what Imagine was all about. So yes, Imagine is all about a wonderfully bland society where everybody is pretty much the same, but at the same time, I guess it would be easier to get world peace going under those circumstances. Next up is a request, Bryan Adams's Summer of '69. Go ahead and let the 13-year-old inside you giggle, because strangely enough, you're actually probably laughing at what the song is really about. This isn't about the revolution of love or when rock and roll was great. It's about, well, being really intimate and that position in particular. Strangely enough, this is just one of those songs people don't read into enough and don't over-sexualize. It's kind of the opposite of most songs. Adams himself has said many times that this song is basically about having sex and good times during the summer. It's got a lot of rock and roll metaphors, but this one, it's about the 69 position. The song I really want to address today, though, is Bob Dylan's Rainy Day Woman number 12 and 35. There's a lot buried in that song, and for those of you who can't quite put the song with that name, you'll probably know it as Everybody Must Get Stoned. Yeah, it's that song. Anyway, while this may seem a very straightforward lyric, Dylan himself has insisted over the decades that he has not and never will write a drug song. Let's go ahead and assume that's true, because he actually makes a good case for this not being about drugs. Over the years, Bob Dylan has really given two very strict interpretations of what this song is actually about. One of them says it's about the pitfalls of relationships and kind of working through difficulties, but it's the other that's a lot more intriguing. He's hinted so many times that there are strong religious overtones and roots to this lyric, and he told the people in Rolling Stone that people clearly don't understand the book of Acts from the Bible. If you read into that, there are a lot of public stonings and things like that, and you can definitely see the link to the lyrics. Take this one with a grain of salt, because Bob Dylan does like to mess with people when it comes to his words, but when you really think about it, this being more a religious piece or a relationship piece does make as much, if not more, sense than this one being about getting high. The great thing about music is that it's always open to interpretation, but sometimes people get so off base or forget really cool things about a song that it's up to me to set them straight.